good. I am doing good. Guess where I am? I am in my village home. Made it finally. And I guess this is a kick-off video. Um, I've been here for a week now. I guess this is a kick-off, video. And there's a lot that needs to be done. Um, and you see a little bit of the furniture here. We are not done decorating. There's still quite a few things that we need to do, but what I wanted to say here is that we need to do a lot of maintenance. Basically, I did not expect this, but apparently there were huge rains here in the Eastern Cape, and they affected my house just a little bit, not as much. Some of the problems were left over from last time we were here, but we never really fixed them, and so I thought this time I need to fix them before I put curtains and stuff. But first of all, let me just say hi to everyone, and I hope that you're as excited as I am for this phase of our building. And we are almost done. We are in the finishing stages finally, and I just want to welcome everyone, especially the new people, and say that welcome to my channel, and I hope you get to enjoy it and you get to follow along, and you can watch previous videos of how this whole thing started. And so, but yeah, I'm sitting here in my family room right now, and just trying to figure out how this whole phase is going to go, because there's still things that are left over that require building, not building per se, but more of like finishes, like baseboards. As I said, they're already here, and I already spoken to someone who will install them. And to be honest with you, I don't know how I'm going to approach this phase. We still have doors that need to be installed. We still have, curtains, which I've already started that process, and the cabinets, of course, and what else? So you can see it right now, okay. But if you look over there, those who know my house, so I've been sleeping in the guest bedroom because I don't have doors in my main bed. And but overall, as much as there were issues that I found, the house was in better condition than I expected, because as I said, there were huge rains here that destroyed some homes and all of that, and had a lot of damage. But overall, I'm very grateful. So one of the things that I did as I arrived was to attend a ceremony for my for my grandfather's twin, which they did in our grandfather's home. And so like I attended that, and the weather here overall has been nice. It's just right now it's actually very gloomy, and I don't have any lighting here right now, so hopefully you can see me. And what else is important? Um, Again, I'll bring you guys work, as I continue to, to do projects. Like making sure that I don't leave you guys behind in any details. I'm excited. I'm really excited. There's quite a few things that I need to build. Like for instance, one of the you remember my reading nook. My reading nook is so impressive. I'm happy about it. It's impressive to me. Reminder to self. And but yeah, so in this phase, really, one of the major things. So I have major things that I need to do, which are chicken coop, enclosure for animals, because we're gonna be moving some of the animals to my home from my mom's house, because my sister, as you guys know, that's her home now. So she wanted to make sure that she can grow her own animals without having worry about other people's animals. So I'm going to bring the rest of them here, and then she will take care of hers. And then I need a chicken coop badly. I thought of building the chicken coop with a Wendy house. But like as soon as the guy saw that, I live in America, he got crazy. But then that gave me another thought that maybe I should use, like blocks to build it, because it'll be more permanent. And also, if there are fire hazards and stuff like that, I don't have to worry about losing it. So that was my thought process there. So I think that's what we're going to go with. When it comes to the chicken coop, I'm excited about that. My chickens are growing. I have how many chickens do I have now? I have 7. Two of them died, and so we may have to one, because it's kind of I don't know what's wrong with it. Oh, the males, there were too many males here, so they kind of, not good for a hen. Too many roosters, and so we reduced the number. We had an exchange with my sister because she has more chickens, so she agreed to give me. I gave her grown roosters, and she gave me smaller, like hens that can lay eggs soon. I do have eggs, by the way. They are laying eggs, and I'll show you all of that. Sorry for, I hate sit down videos, but I thought to introduce this phase, that's what I should do. And yeah, like I'm so, again, grateful, but there's a lot of work still. And I'm hoping this time I'll be done. I am hoping, and you guys put me in your prayers, literally. I need them because whoa, there's always uncertainty. And another thing I need to do. So in my bedroom, I have a heater there on, and that keeps the room, like those oil heaters, keeps the room nice and cozy. But here in the family room, because I still have that chimney that's open, so there's a lot of cold that comes into these rooms. So I need to take care of that. But when I arrived this time, there were not a lot of bugs in the house, so I was grateful again for that. But we left a few things open, guys, and guess what we did? We left bread, I don't know how, on the bed, and it almost destroyed my bed from the mold. Oh my gosh. 13,000 rands mattress, and almost got destroyed.
You know what, guys? I now remember what actually happened there. Okay? Pateka wanted this bread. I was about to throw it away, and she said, Magas, I want it. And when she was helping us get ready for, like to leave, and guess what did she do? She put the bread on top of the bed. And then we covered everything. We didn't realize that the bread was there. She literally almost destroyed my home.
But fortunately, it's a small piece, and I'll just find someone to fix it for me, and I may have them to come here. So that was a damage that I incurred. And then I think I have a mouse here, but I've put Retex everywhere because I guess it came in through the chimney. I don't think this one behind me because it's closed, but I'm thinking maybe, or the ceiling excess that we left. These are the things that when you leave your home, you need to have a checklist to make sure that you're not leaving things that could cause harm to your home. Like I left the access to ceilings open, so it could have been, it came in through there. And fortunately, we had most of the stuff covered. So even though it ate some of the, like things, it didn't go further than, than in a way that's noticeable. And secondly, like we just need to have a checklist. So part of why I absolutely have to do curtains this time is because when we live here, even though I don't like curtains and I'm going to have mostly roller shades in my home, roller blinds, I'm going to so that when I leave the home, I can literally just pull everything down and be done. What we did the last few years was to plaster all the windows with plastic, and that actually made a lot of mess. So because of that, I just want to make sure that I don't have to deal with that. And then we have some plumbing issues that were left over from last time. I was aware of them, and I knew that I was going to work on them this time. But another issue that I need to work on is the gutters. Okay, my gutters are working fine, just a small issues here and there. But what I want to do is to redirect the water, because I'm on a slope here, and when the water like gets out of the gutters, I need to have a way to make sure that it doesn't come back towards the house. So I'm going to work on that as well. That's a major thing and a must do, a priority. And then I'm going to finish the sunroom, and I've already, like taken care of that. It should be done maybe, I would say, by the weekend. We should have, everything done. And then what else? Yeah, pretty much those are the main things. So guys, don't forget to make sure that you get notifications so that I can get the views. And also, if you can share comments, appreciate it. They do add a lot. Yeah, pretty much. But the furniture is inside the house, and I really don't want to show too much until I'm ready to, like when I'm actually in like when I've decorated a bit. I'm sitting on my bench. Oh, someone is calling me. Sit by the bell. Hold on. By the way, I'm wearing this because it's cold here. Liz, I'm coming. So, but anyway, you know what I forgot to tell you guys? That so as a protocol, when I arrive at my home, maybe a day or two later, I go around and just, inspect the yard and just see what's growing and, like that kind of thing. And so I took the guys, so I have a guy who lives here and my son lives here. And so I took them and we went out there at the bottom of the garden, and guess what? There was a snake. I ran like nobody's business. I ran like nobody's business, and we don't know what the snake is because the guys didn't have sticks. So I was telling them this is why I never leave stick behind, because you never know. And so we have this snakes here that is very common. The snake is called a puff adder. Okay, a puff adder. It's highly venomous. That means we should, we should be very careful. You don't even want to step on that thing. Okay. So, but anyway, so that is. But I know Xhosas have crazy beliefs. Okay. Snakes are natural. They're part of, our ecosystem. I don't know what they eat. Not sure whether it's they eat frogs or the frogs eat snake. I don't know. But anyway, we need a cat here, and we need a cat, and we need a dog. We already have a dog house. We just need a barn cat that will at least help repel some of these things. And so yeah, and what else do we need? Yeah, basically that we need to take care of. But in America, we have a lot of snakes too. I've seen a snake in my house multiple times, and it's just part of, nature, and there's no other meaning beyond that. I know how people like to put meaning to everything, and it's always a negative meaning. And so, yeah, just wanted to give you those news. I wish I was recording. I fell, but my son helped me get up, and I ran. I was like, I need to get out of here. I don't want to be arriving in the village and having to deal with a snake bite.